All right, we're going to be building this shed, and it's going to be a two-part video, mostly because the base took a lot longer to build. The video ended up a lot longer, and then we'll do the actual shed itself. So this video will be just the base for this. So let's get into it. All right, we're going to be building a plastic shed, unfortunately, called the Suncast Fremont storage shed. Comes in 2 boxes. It was delivered on this pallet, but it rained and they started collapsing, so they're on their sides now. Anyways, we're gonna go find a spot to put this guy down. It does require a wooden base, so we'll be going through the directions and getting that. So let's go find a spot. It's an 8x10 shed. I think it'll fit fine right here. I'll have to take out 1, 2, maybe 3 trees and kind of flatten this. But it's right off the edge of the yard, so I think it'll work well. Let's see. Let's go get the tractor and chainsaw. Start going to work. Say that was a complete failure, but it's falling. But there's this other tree, I don't know if you can see, that's leaning up against right there, so we'll have to take that one down too. I think I'm just going to do these pieces with the chainsaw, because sometimes it's better to leave a little bit of a stump to push against, and when there's small trees like this, you could push and the whole top of it will help it fall. But I'm going to have to get the chainsaw. So let's go grab that and be right back. All right, we're back with the chainsaw. Let's cut the tree down. All right, let's cut the big leany tree down. These up. This long one's pretty big. So it's got all this stuff over here. So we're gonna just go over here and limb this thing up. Alright. Now it's time to pull the stump out. And that stump over there. I barely see it. And then fill it all back in. Now it's time to get rid of the leaf pile. We use old grappling here for that. That's good enough for now. Smooth enough. There's a big dip there. Some big dips right here and right there. It's kind of whatever, but there's no big sinkholes anywhere. And the good thing is I have a bunch of fill from when they did my driveway. So we're going to next is get stakes, put some stakes out to how big the shed will be, and then I will bring in the fill to smooth this all out. We'll probably cut some of these roots and stuff out beforehand. But all right, let's go put the tractor away. Actually, I'll leave it here. All right, we're back. Day 2. Got some leaves on the ground, but I forgot to pull that stump yesterday. So I had to pull that out before I put my stakes down. So I'll set this up somewhere and figure it out from there. Time to measure and stake off where this thing's gonna go. Then we can figure out fill. Yep. Let's go get some stakes. All right, so I don't have any stakes, but I have this ripped 2x4 laying around. I'm gonna make some stakes out of real quick. That's pretty close. Not perfect, but pretty close. Gives me enough to figure out where we're putting block down. All right, let's go get some block. We're gonna go get the UTV for that. All right, in the UTV now, we got Mag. She's a good girl. Can you say hi, Mag? Say hi. Okay. We're gonna go get some block. Actually down right over in here. We're gonna just back it up. What do you think? Let's back her up. And reverse. All right, man, let's load up this block. What do you think? There's the block right there. I'm gonna put it all back here. All right, block's in. I have to grab those 4x4s later, but what do you think, Mag? Did I do a good job? Thank you for that affirmation. Mag, you coming out? Come on. That's a good girl. That's my good girl. All right, let's put this down over here for now and see how bad the damage is when it comes to being level. Okay, come on, Mag. Let's go back in. Come on. Come on, up. Go ahead. Whoa, 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 yo. Go on the bottom first. Go on the bottom first. Second try, still failure. Come on, man. There you go. Oof, had a little help you there, you old lady. Not enough giddy up in that step anymore, huh? Alright. Let's go get 4x4s, a shovel, a tamp, and a level. Bring it all over here. Be easy enough with this thing. UTV. So that's that. Alrighty. Alright, Mank. You ready to get out? That's my good girl. Such a good dog. Alright. let's get these out over here, and then start trying to level this thing off. All right, so this is probably the hardest way to do this because I don't have any string, unfortunately, and I don't really want to run to the store. Thought I had a whole bundle of string. I have a string level, but no string. So I'm leveling these one by one. And these front ones should all be good. Throw this bad boy up on here. That's nice. Oh, not very good, but decent. See how level it is. Pretty level, actually. This way. Really good too. But I think this block needs to come up just here. These two sit great. And while it's sitting on these two, it's good. So just bring this one up a little bit. Let's go get a scoop of dirt. A bunch of fill over here. Stir this thing up. Alright, this is like fill dirt stuff. It was my driveway fill before they paved it, so it should work just fine. But essentially, we're just going to want to scoop this stuff out, put it where the block is. Use this as my leveling agent. And, hopefully everything works out well. I don't know. Alrighty, now it's time to do these back ones. We're just hanging out over it. We're a little out. Needs to go up a little bit in the rear. That's bringing this side up. But over here, I think we're pretty perfect. Ooh, look at the bubble. Perfect. So we're gonna keep this the way it is and then just lay those out over there and try to get it as level as possible. again, it's a plastic shed. Holding those cars up there you've seen me drive by, and some other kids stuff in it, so it's not going to be holding anything heavy. And the dirt under there will probably help at least a little bit. It was used for a driveway, so it should be good enough for this. All right, let's do these back blocks. You helping? Nice. All right. It's time to build the base. These are perfectly level now. This way too. I will remeasure that just in case. But let's take a look. This is the directions for the blown in resin Fremont Suncast shed. Here's the bottom plan piece. So we are going to make this thing. Looks like we're gonna have to cut our 10-footers down to 118 1/4. So let's start with that, and then we'll go from there. Take a look over here. The board's got a little bit of crown. Just make sure our crown is up instead of down. We mark it, crown up. Take a look. My God, that's nice. That's when things work out. On the crown. We want all the crowns going the same way so we have a flat floor. Check this side. Oh God, dead nuts on the money. Alright, so let's cut all of them, and then we'll put together our floor. next is to put it all together. I think I'm going to do it on the ground first and do these corners, and then put it up on there, and then do the rest. First, let's take our tape measure, make sure our 2x4 is about the same. It's about, sorry. It's about the same. So get like 2.5 there. And then on this side, make sure we have the same overhang. Yep. This one's way off. This is 16. And then 16 plus 5.5 is 21.5. Half of that is 21.5 divided by 2 is 21. 10 3/4. Right. 10 3/4. So these are a little wider than those. I think it'll be fine. Alright, so those are the right piece there. Just measure the distance. Alright, gotta figure out, make sure that these are the right distance from each other. Alright, so we need 86, I believe, between the two to make it an even 16-inch hang on both sides. Find a flat spot. This looks fairly flat up here. Right here looks fine. There you go. There's the outside. And then all we have to do is put our studs on the inside and put it over here. So I'm actually gonna lay it down over here, put them together up here. Then we'll score off the whole thing before we put the sheets on. So let's just put you guys over here. Crap, I didn't do the crowns. And swing crowns the other way. That's what I get. That's what I get for not doing the crowns. And I knew that it was wrong because this lip, after I fastened that side flat, was up. So that means it was crowning this way, and we really want them to crown this way, so that when weight goes on it, that flattens the crown out. Now I'll crown at least a little bit. So this is my up. This is crown up. Just do all the rest of these while we're at it. This is totally perfectly square now. Got some odd dimensions on the cinder blocks, but it's fine. It'll hold it. Nothing over 16, which is your max, I think. So we're good here. I'm gonna pack all this stuff up. Probably leave this stuff out here. Get that thing back into its spot, and then oh yeah, and the truck needs to go. Whatever, we'll figure it out. I'm gonna go inside and eat dinner and hang out with my kids. Well, yeah, we'll be back another day. All right, we're gonna screw this down to the runner. We're gonna do one side first, then square it, and then to the other side. time to get some plywood on here. All right, me framer of the future here. So, something I learned when putting the base down is that I was missing blocking to put the lag screws through to screw the floor to the base. So here is a clip from future me when I went to go put this base on, showing you where the layout is for the blocking before you put this plywood down. It's really easy to do it. You'll see in the next video that I actually had to lay underneath and put it all in. But yeah, so here is a clip for blocking and spacing. I know it seems a little out of place here, but it will help you in the long run by doing it this way. So we'll cut to that right now. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take an extra 2x6x8 that I bought for this, which I actually should have bought 2. So if you're doing this, buy 2 extra of those. So then you can cut them up to blocking under each one of these. And to know where I'm putting the blocking from underneath, I'm going to take this drill. It's a 3/8 drill bit. Drill the centers of these through so I can see from the bottom where it's going to come out. And I'm going to put blocking underneath in each one of these. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. And that's just to hold it in. So it's that one over there. 1, 2, 3. These ones are doubled up. The 2x6 is not wide enough. Honestly, I'd get a 2x10 to do these, but I'm gonna do a block on each side, which is fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 blocks you need. So I'm gonna use this and then some old pieces of pressure treat 2x4 I had laying around. And I'm going to put them in. I'm going to put them standing upright like this so that the 3-inch lag that they tell you to use gets full sync. And I'm going to pre-drill all of these here so I know where to put them underneath. Good thing I have room under here. So if you're watching this and you're building the wood platform, I can measure off these blocks for you. Yeah, because they're in between all the joists. Let me measure them off just for future people that don't have to do this, so you guys don't have to do this. All right, so you got off the front, you got one at about 5.5. 5.5, 43.5, 80.5, 87, and 117.5 down each side. So that's on both sides. You're gonna put one on this first piece. And then for these middle ones, I'm gonna do it from the rear because the front has none. From the rear, you're gonna have one at 40, one at 34, and one at 4 from the rear. And these are the ones, these are all inside of the first piece on these two sides. From this way, it is going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4 bay. The 2 center bays are going to be the ones that take it. So your 48-inch 16 center, it's actually going to be the 2 bays on either side for these ones, for the blocks. All right, so that was the blocking basing. Let's get back to doing the plywood top. Get some construction adhesive. All right, just gonna line this up and mark the bottoms. Yep. That's pretty good there. Make sure this is nice and square. And that's it. Then we'll just flip it and cut it. Yeah, we'll just flip it and cut it. Let's go get the circular saw and chalk line. Circular saw, chalk line. I already flipped this. Got my marks. 1, 2. Alright, I normally would block this and shoot the block, but it's got a plastic base that will go over this whole thing. So here you go. That's all done. Now it's time to go get the actual shed pieces and start putting that together. All right, that does it for the base build. Go to my channel and look for the second video for the actual shed. I know I said I was putting the floor down at the end of this one, but I thought it was all going to be one video, but it's just too long. So go watch part 2 to watch the rest of this be built. Like, subscribe if you want. Have a good one.